what I need to do is shine the light on all four sides. I can do this by putting a diagonal mirror, A1, because the light will come and it will reflect to A, hieroglyphic A. The light will hit the mirror and go to the west wall. Then I will put a diagonal mirror at I1 to reflect to the south wall. Then put a mirror at I14 to make the light shine at the east wall. Then in my design I will use 3 mirrors and I will stick them to the wall and the floor of the tomb using 6 pieces of tape.
How many hieroglyphics were you able to light up? How intensely were they lit up? What was your intensity score?
I will be able to hit all of the 6 hieroglyphics. I will have the most light intensity because it's the closest to where the beam of light hit. A will have the most light intensity because it's the closest to where the beam of light hit the wall. F and C will be next because they're the same distance from where the light hit the wall. D, E, and B are the last because they're all the farthest from where the light hit the wall.
Okay. Based on your design and testing, do you think it's possible to light up all the hieroglyphics so that you can see them clearly? Why or why not?
I think it can be possible because if I get the angle from the light reflecting to shine exactly where I need to, so say an artist needed to get all the good designs, he would be able, so I can move it so it shine reflecting on it, and it'll cost a lot of money. I could replace 6 pieces and maybe use 3.
We are here on ABC News, and for tonight's interview, we are interviewing a scientist who figured out how to light up an Egyptian tomb. Hello. I heard that you came up with a very nice way to light up this tomb.
Yes, I did.
Well, let me ask you a first question. What materials did you use for your design and why?
Okay, for my design, I used 4 small mirrors and 4 binder clips because they're useful and don't cost a lot. I put 2 mirrors on A11, 1 on B12, and 1 on C1.
Okay. How many hieroglyphics were you able to light up, and how intensely were they lit up?
I was able to light all of them up with an intensity score of 10, although I could have lit up hieroglyphic C better.
Based on your lighting system and design, do you think you could improve your design?
I think it would be possible to light up all the hieroglyphics with an amazing intensity score, because with enough time and determination, you can accomplish anything. To make my design, I also used the engineering design process. I asked myself how to do it, imagined what to do, planned to make it, created it, and improved to get this design.
Yes, very prepared student. Well, thank you for appearing on tonight's news, Josh. We are very happy to have you.
Okay,
Good night.
Thank you.
And thank you.
Good, thank you. Okay, so let's begin. Describe your lighting system design. What materials did you use and why?
So, our lighting system design was, first you take the flashlight and you shine it against a mirror on the side, and it bounces off and lights up 3 hieroglyphics, and there's a mirror there so it reflects it and goes to another hieroglyphic that was in the corner, and there's another mirror there to reflect it to the other one. And the materials we used were, it was 3 small mirrors and 1 big mirror, and, it was 4 small mirrors and 1 large mirror, and they were rectangular. And, so, yeah.
Next question. How many hieroglyphics were you able to light up? How intensely were they lit up?
Well, my intensity score was A. For hieroglyphic A, it was 2. For hieroglyphic B, it was 2. For hieroglyphic C, it was 1. For hieroglyphic D, it was 2. And for hieroglyphic E, it was 2. And for hieroglyphic F, it was 1. So I think that I lit up all of them pretty nicely compared to others. The highest we got was 2 out of 4, so I think we could have done better.
Next question. Based on your designs and testing, do you think it is possible to light up all of the hieroglyphics so that you can see them clearly? Why or why not?
I think it is possible if I use less mirrors, because the more mirrors I use, when they reflect the light, it gets dimmer. Not because of reflecting, because the light travels longer. So I think I could have, with fewer mirrors, I could have lit up the hieroglyphics better.
On NBC Newsnight, let's go down to Egypt, where Jacob Levy has learned how to light up the hieroglyphics with materials and lighting thingamajigs. Okay. Hello.
Hey,
My name is Dimitri right now.
my name's Jacob.
Okay, how does your design work?
It works by reflecting light off giant industrial mirrors, and the light source is coming from a giant industrial flashlight being held together by giant industrial binder clips and giant industrial duct tape.
So why did you use those materials? Why didn't you just get a giant light bulb if you could have those materials?
Well, the reason why I used them was because it's easier. I mean, if you had let's say, I mean, it's kind of like it's fitting a lion into a mouse hole. If you fit like really big materials, and they were really small materials, so we don't have to fit a lion into a mouse hole.
Why did you use those? What?
You just answered
What?
that.
How much light was there?
Our intensity score. Well, the intensity was 10 on the intensity meter, and you know what? It could have lit up. It lit up most of the hieroglyphics. Well, all of them actually.
Okay.
No question.
How much light was there?
You just asked me. Oh, yeah, but you just asked me. Hi, my name is Jacob. I know you must be Dimitri, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So, describe your lighting system design. What materials did you use and why?
We used 3 binder clips, 3 popsicle sticks, 3 2-inch pieces of tape, and 3 small mirrors. We put those together by putting the binder clips on the bottom and attaching it to the popsicle stick, and taping a mirror to the top of that to make stands.
Okay. How many hieroglyphics were you able to light up?
We were able.
How intensely were they lit up?
We were able to light them all up. I'm not going to give you all the details of each hieroglyphic, because that could take a long time.
Yeah, but what was the
But
intensity?
my total is an 8 intensity score.
All right.
8 out of 12, 15.
It's 10.
10.
Based on your designs and testing, do you think it is possible to light up all the hieroglyphics so that you can see them clearly? Why or why not?
No, I didn't think we would be able to do it, because I thought we might have got the mirrors the angle for the mirror stands wrong.
Well, nice speaking with you.
Hello. Well, this is my microphone in hand. Hello. Good. I used to be a scientist. Okay, so let's get to the quiz. Oh, yeah. What's your name?
My name is Professor Noam Benson Tilzian.
Noam Benson Tilcian, okay. Now, describe your lighting system. Then, what materials did you use and why?
So in my lighting system, we used one big, huge mirror and
Cool.
3 smaller mirrors,
Cool.
and several inches of tape.
How many hieroglyphics were you able to light up? How intensely were they lit up?
We were able to light all of the hieroglyphics up.
Good.
But-
Very nice.
But 4 of them got a 2 out of 4, and the other 2 got a 1 out of 4.
Much better than me.
And we had a good lighting system, but if one thing moved just a little bit, then it would all be ruined.
Woo. Okay, so last question. Based on your design and testing, do you think it's possible to light up all the hieroglyphics so you can see them clearly? Why or why not?
I don't think that my lighting system could have been any better because 1, the cost score would be too high. 2, we have limited resources, and 3, we would need a better light source.
Could you just ask a millionaire?
Well, goodbye, Professor Ethan.
Smelly.
35 smellies.
No, 30.
Hello, what's your name?
I am Professor Noah. Yours?
Professor Noam.
Oh, interesting.
Okay, so describe your lighting system design. What materials did you use and why?
I used 3 mirrors, 3 sticks, 3 binder clips that were the size of about, let's say, this whole entire place. And 6 inches of tape. Oh, and a flashlight. Small size.
How many hieroglyphics were you able to light up? How intensely were they lit up?
Well, I used these materials. I was able to light up all the hieroglyphics, and the intensity were 2s and 1s. My hieroglyphics light up was A, 1, B, 2, C, 1, D, 1, E, 1, and F, 2.
Okay. Based on your designs and testing, do you think it is possible to light up all of the hieroglyphics so that you can see them clearly? Why or why not?
I do, but it would cost you a lot of money for all those mirrors. By adding more mirrors, it would be possible to light up all the hieroglyphics clearly, which would cost a lot of money because it would basically be the most expensive thing. And but doing the way I did it, I was able to get first place in the Nobel Prize. Thank you.
Thank you. Goodbye.
Hello, I am Jacob Dawes, the interviewer, and I'm interviewing the famous Gideon Ryder. So describe your lighting system design. What materials did you use and why?
Well, we just stuck a mirror in a random place with a piece of tape because we didn't really have enough time. We used a mirror because the mirrors reflect well. We got a lot of materials, but we didn't use most of them.
How many hieroglyphics were you able to light up? How intensely were they lit up?
We lit up 5 hieroglyphs. They were not very intense.
Based on your designs and testing, do you think it is possible to light up all of the hieroglyphics so that you can see them clearly? Why or why not?
Yes, because I had a pretty awesome design. I had a plan that there would be a dome of mirrors with four other mirrors, 1 on each wall.
Thank you. That's all the time I have. I'm Jacob Jaws, the interviewer.
And I'm Gideon Ryder, the awesome scientist. Good.
Hello, I am Jack Renani, and I am here with the scientist Samantha Haas. I have a few questions for you about your lighting system design. Describe your lighting system design. What materials did you use, and why?
Well, we used 3 mirrors and 5 pieces of tape. 1 piece of tape for each mirror and 2 for a merge. Basically, since the flashlight pointed directly at A, some of the light got off of A and reflected onto the mirror that we stuck next to it. That mirror was tilted at an angle so that it reflected to E, F, and D. There was a mirror on top of that at an angle, so it reflected to B. Then we took another mirror and stuck it right next to A, so it reflected right to C.
How many hieroglyphs were you able to light up? How intensely were they lit up?
Well, we lit up all the hieroglyphics, but not very intensely. A was a 2, and so was E, but the rest of them were all 1s.
Based on your designs and testing, do you think that it is possible to light up all of the hieroglyphs so that you can see them all clearly? Why or why not?
I don't think that it's possible to light them up all at once because the flashlight would have to be pointed directly at the hieroglyphic because as soon as you reflect the light, it gets dimmer and causes it to see less clearly.
That's all the time we have. I'm Jack Renani.
And I'm Samantha Haas.
Thank you for watching.
Hi, I'm Samantha Haas, and I'm going to be interviewing Jack Renani. My questions are, describe your lighting system design. What materials did you use and why?
This lighting system design consisted of mirrors, tape, and a couple of binder clips. The mirrors were used to reflect the light. The tape was to position the mirrors and hold them up and keep them steady. And the binder clip was to hold the mirror up high on the wall.
How many hieroglyphics were you able to light up? How intensely were they lit up?
We illuminated 5 out of 6, but they weren't very intensely lit up.
Based on your designs and testing, do you think it is possible to light up all the hieroglyphics so that you could see them clearly? Why or why not?
I'm not sure. It might be a little costly. A way to improve our score would be to place index cards behind the hieroglyphs.
I'm Samantha Haas.
And I'm Jack Renani.
Hello, my name is Caleb Feynman, and I'm here with Alexa Rosenberg. Describe your lighting system design. What materials did you use, and why?
Well, we're gonna put different mirrors, small and large, next to different hieroglyphics to reflect onto other hieroglyphics.
How many hieroglyphics were you able to light up? How intensely were they lit up?
We were only able to light up 1 hieroglyphic, and not very intensely.
Based on your design and testing, do you think it is possible to light up all the hieroglyphics so that you can see them clearly? Why or why not?
I think it is possible to light up all the hieroglyphics. We have spent more time to think and focus on each step of the engineering design process.
Thank you for watching. I again am Caleb Feynman.
And I'm Alexa Rosenberg.
Hi, I am Ben Bruce, and this is Eitan Hirschfield. I will be interviewing him. Describe your lighting system design. What materials did you use and why?
In my lighting system design, I used mirrors and tape. Mirrors to reflect the light and tape to tape up the mirrors.
How many hieroglyphs were you able to light up? How intensely were they lit up?
I lit up 5 out of 6 hieroglyphs and intensely lit up the hieroglyphs dimly.
Based on your designs and testing, do you think it is possible to light up all of the hieroglyphs so that you can see them clearly? Why or why not?
I think it is able to light them all up by putting them in the corner of the tomb and around some parts of the tomb, so it might work. Yeah.
Well, that's all. I'm Ben Bruce.
I'm Eitan Hirschfield.
Bye.
And the plan was to put a mirror next to each hieroglyphic and turn it on an angle so that it would reflect onto each hieroglyphic. We used pipe cleaners to hang the mirrors on the wall. We used tape to tape the mirror on the wall, and we used a binder clip to clip the mirror on top.
How many hieroglyphics were you able to light up? How intensely were they lit up?
We lit 4 hieroglyphics up. They weren't lit up so well. Hieroglyphic A was lit up pretty well, but the other was kind of lit up. These are the intensity scores. A was 2, B was 1, C was 0, E was 1, and F was 2.
Based on your designs and testing, do you think it is possible to light up all the hieroglyphics so that you can see them clearly? Why or why not?
Our group was not able to light them all. We bought a lot of materials that we didn't use. I think it's possible to light them all up if you think about the engineering design process and think super hard about your plan.
Bye.
Hello, I am Jamie Tishkov.
And I'm Giffen Yasmin.
I'm going to be interviewing Giffen Yasmin for her lighting system design. Describe your lighting system design. What materials did you use and why?
For our design, we were going to put a mirror next to hieroglyphic A to reflect a hieroglyphic C. We were going to put a mirror next to hieroglyphic C to reflect a hieroglyphic B, and another mirror next to hieroglyphic B to reflect a hieroglyphic E, F, and D. We were thinking of using string to hang up the mirrors.
How many hieroglyphs were you able to light up? How intensely were they lit up?
We were able to light up one of the hieroglyphics because we ran out of time and we didn't get all of our materials where we wanted them to be.
Based on your designs and testing, do you think it is possible to light up all the hieroglyphs so that you could see them clearly? Why or why not?
I think we could have if we followed our design. We didn't follow our design because we got a lot of extra materials that we didn't need. So we were trying to fit them into our design. We also ran out of time. I think we were thinking too much about where everything would go, so we didn't have any time to actually put any of it into the tomb.
That's all the time we have. Thank you for watching.
Hi, I'm Gideon Ryder. I'm here with famous scientist Jacob Dawes. Describe your lighting system design. What materials did you use and why?
We used mirrors to reflect light from the flashlight, which was the light source. There was a mirror at hieroglyphic A, and the light would reflect off of the mirror. Above hieroglyphic D, E, and F was a mirror, and the light would bounce off of it. The light would go to hieroglyphic B, and next to the hieroglyphic was a mirror. The light would reflect off of it and go to hieroglyphic C, and that is how I would create my lighting system design. I attached my mirror to the wall by taking tape and rolling it into a tube shape. Part of the tape is on the mirror, and the other part is on the wall, and that is how I would use the materials.
Now, how many hieroglyphs were you able to light up? How intensely were they lit up?
Well, we lit up all the hieroglyphics. Some were more lit up than others. Some light was lost, some dimmed as it traveled. Hieroglyphic A was lit up the most because it was directly across from the flashlight.
Based on your science and testing, do you think it is possible to light up all of the hieroglyphs so that you can see them clearly? Why or why not?
No, because I would need more flashlights or more mirrors, and those are expensive, especially the big mirrors. Budget was one of the scores for our lighting system design. We also wasted tape, which affected our.
And we tried to fit them all in, just we didn't have enough time. Obviously, we had a flashlight to illuminate the whole tome, but our scores were low. We used mirrors all on the walls, but we used up a lot of money, and we couldn't illuminate it.
How many hieroglyphics were you able to light up? How intensely were they lit up?
We were able to light up all of them, but not very intensely. Our scores were for A, we had a 2, and then B, C, D, E, and F were all 1s. It was a poor job done.
Based on your design and testing, do you think it is possible to light up all of the hieroglyphics so that you can see them clearly? Why or not?
Mostly no, because if we're going to do that, we would be spending a lot of money, and we want the cheapest design we can think of, and so we wouldn't be able to see them all clearly, so I think not.
Thank you. I again am Caleb Feynman.
And I am Ben Bruce.